church home and all that, but I don't know if that's really my church home. Like, I was led there at first, but now I'm just like, I don't know if my rebellion is making, like, that's something I gotta pray for, but I don't really have a church home right now. The church home that I've been through since I was a kid, it became drama and chaotic, and the pastor was not doing what the word says, so me and my family had to leave. He answers every time, just not in the same way. Well, if y'all go look, I don't know if some people like watching stuff like that where people say like how they went to hell for certain things, but then God was able to like redeem them or whatever, but like show them what they're doing so then they can spread that to other people and prophesy that or whatever. There was such thing where my mama was having conversation. I haven't read it yet. She got to send me the video, but she was saying how why certain people aren't getting their prayers answered. Like, she got to send me the video. When she sends me the video, then I'll post it on my story and stuff. But yeah. Because sometimes when you just want to do things your way and go on your own will, sometimes God will be like, okay, I'm going to let her do it. I'm going to step back. I'm going to let her do it. So she want to do it her way. And I'm sending her more. Because he'll keep sending warnings to stop. It don't matter how. If you get in your dream, whether you walk and you see something and just like, oh my gosh, I've seen this before. This deja vu. You get me? Or like if your family and your friends, everybody is telling you over and over and over and over and over again, warning you the same things, maybe saying it in a different way, but still it's that same particular thing. Yeah, sometimes you rebellious. Yeah, he'll step back. He'll let you do what you gotta do. You have no other choice but to come to the Lord. You gonna get so tired and worn out trying to do it yourself, and come to the Lord and say, Lord, this ain't my way to carry. I give it to you. I give it to you. I surrender. I truly repent. Until that day comes, all hell gonna break loose. And I feel like that's what's going on with me. I'm having trouble truly repenting. I'm saying, Lord, I'm sorry. And I am. But based off the word, no, I'm not. Based off the word, no, I'm not. I feel bad. I still get convicted, That's how I know he's still there. I still get conviction. But at the same time, I'm not really sorry till I stop doing it. This is what repent means, is to turn from, to stop, no longer do it. And as long as I keep on doing it literally, if somebody could please look up that verse for me, but what the Lord says about taking advantage of his grace, how people will take advantage of his grace and stuff. He warns people about taking advantage of his grace. That's basically taking advantage of his grace to say, Lord, I'm sorry, but I know I'm gonna do it again, or I know there's a possibility I might do it again, or I already this one my mama was talking about. I forgot what it was called. Why the Lucifer got in trouble or whatever, because he like premeditated the sin. Like he knew he was gonna do the sin before he did the sin. That's why he got in so much trouble. But the same thing, like, I know I'm gonna do this. I know I'm gonna do the sin. I know I'm gonna do the sin and stuff. Even if I try to like fight from it and stuff like that, then I get weak. Because I'm not reading my word as much. Because the word it gives us strength. God gives us strength. But I'm not reading my word as much, so it's easier to open up the door. You get what I mean? Because I'm rebellious. And being disobedient, that can happen. Give yourself grace. I am, but at the same time, I know what I'm doing. At some point in time, we have to really look at ourselves and admit, God, I am wrong. I struggle with this. Like, literally, that's how I come to the Lord. Like, Lord, I knew I was gonna do the sin. I'm sorry. I really want to change. I'm having a hard time turning away. Please work on me. Please give me strength. Please give me the wisdom, the courage to stop doing it. You get what I mean? Yes, not in the way that we want, but what we need. OMG, I haven't seen you in so long. Hold on, y'all. God's time is not ours. You're right. Happy Sunday. No, I don't want to overwhelm my parents. Like, I've been going through stuff back to back to back to back. I don't want to keep overwhelming them. I don't. But I'm in a point in my life that I do want to do better. Like, I was just like so sad at the choice that I made last night. And at the same time, it's just like I probably will go right back and do it though. I probably will go right back and do it because of my circumstances. But at the same time, like, I know God is real. I know God can bring me out of it because he has. Y'all seen what he did when I was homeless. But it's just like me waiting. How long do I have to wait? How long? You know? You get what I mean? Like, my car is my work. The more days that I don't work is like putting stress on me, worry on me. And he may have something better. I stripped. I went to a strip. I auditioned. I didn't make it though. I feel like that was like truly God, because I knew I wasn't gonna get the job. Like, I knew I was not gonna get the job. I don't know why. I'm just like, Lord, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I ain't gonna do it. But I'm like, yes, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm gonna trust. I'm pray. Like I said, I've been praying about this for like weeks or whatever, like that. Anyways, so I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna degrade myself. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to stoop that low. But it's legal. But I ain't gonna do it. Because then they'll cause me in the fall looking at me sexually. So then I will be accounted for that. Like, I know that. Like, I will be accounted for having to be half dressed and men looked at me sexually, and that caused them to fall. I will be responsible for myself and causing them to fall. But the guy is crazy. When I was 18 years old, I needed formula, and I was running out of diapers. I had a job, but I wasn't gonna get paid till like a week and a half or whatever. And I didn't want to ask my mom. I lived with my mom at the time, but I did not want to ask her. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go dancing, because my parenting is not my mom's responsibility, not my dad's responsibility. So guess what I did? I went to the club. I got the job. I felt degraded. So then I quit. Then something else happened again. Then I did it again. Like, I can count on one hand how many times I've ever went or whatever like that. Okay. Well, mind you, the first time I ever went to do that, there was this DJ. He was so rude. And I remember him and the manager at the time telling me, like, you need to be careful around the girls that you hang out with, because they bad company. That's what they had told me when I had first started. I was like, I don't even know these girls. Like, what? I don't even know them. And so I was getting in trouble for that. So then guess what? Same thing happened. Y'all remember when I told y'all I did a lift and I met two guys, and they was like, if you go to the casino, I'll give you some money, whatever, woo-woo. And they had another girl with them. Well, the girl was from the club where I picked him up at, and me and her exchanged numbers because we hit it off and stuff. And so I hit her up, and and I was like, I think I'm an audition and stuff. So she talked to the managers, all that other stuff. My makeup looks crazy. I don't know why I look like this, but I fell asleep. I didn't wipe my makeup off. But anyways, I got up. I did my makeup. I look real good. Body tea. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I'm like, Lord, I don't want to do it. But, like, I need to get in my car. And I feel like the Lord just kept saying, trust me. But I wasn't. Not that I don't think that God would do it for me, but it's just like, dang, Lord, when? You get me? And I got so many bills. Like, I told y'all, my electric bill, I don't even know how the heck that happened. My electric bill went up to $8,000. I just received a cut off notice coming. 5-day cut off notice. I asked him how my stuff went up to 1,000. I said, I don't even be home. I be at work. My stuff be off. What the heck? But I'm sorry, y'all. My face looks so dirty. But I'm like, I don't even be at home. My stuff don't be on. They like, well, there's nothing we can do. Like, it said you use this many kilowatts, whatever the heck. So I'm just like, bro. So there's nothing that I can do. I have to pay it. And, like, there's no possible way. And for people probably asking, like, were you behind? No, I'm not behind nothing. Like, it's just like, that's why I was saying, the closer I get to God, the more stuff that's happening. It's putting me in a messed up position. Like I said, it was my health at first. Now it's my finances. It's my transportation. It's my stability. It's my mental health. But yeah, I'm just getting tired. But I got dressed, all that. The manager was so rude. I'm like, he not gonna hire me before I even audition. He not gonna hire me. Mind you, I can't dance like that. Like, I can in some clothes, but I'm 26 years old. I'm baby 27. I don't be doing all that dancing. I ain't no club type girl. I don't go to parties. I never really did any of that growing up. So, like, to me, that setting was already bad anyways. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. None. Like, cold turkey. So, I'm just, like, having anxiety in there. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then the girl that, I was, ended up seeing or whatever. Because I literally walked to the club. It took a long time. I walked down there with this big old bag. And basically, I see her or whatever. She get me prepared. All that. Woo. The guy was just rude the whole time. Going off on the other girl and stuff, because I guess what I had on, like, violated they stuff, and I did not know. He asked me, do I remember what dress codes and stuff was? I said, no, I haven't did this since I was 18. I'm 26. And I only did it 2 or 3 times. So then, anyways, he said I gotta go audition to rock. I can't dance to no dang on rock music. Like, I'm already uncoordinated. I can twerk, but I can't do no rock. I said, can I get time to, like, practice? He said no, because it's 10 o'clock and it's shift change. So technically, I'm really not even supposed to let you audition, but I'm just being nice. I'm just like, okay. So I get up there, I audition. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. Mind you, I ain't even had no stripper heels. I had on regular heels. But I told them that, like, I can't. If I make some tips, I'll get some stripper heels, whatever. If I get the job. Okay. He say, we get done. He said, unfortunately, you did not get the job. I said, okay. I wasn't even tripping. So the girl, like, why? Ask him why you didn't get the job. Like, what you could have done or what you need to work on or whatever like that. Because he told me, like, you're very pretty. I'm not going to lie. You are, wait. He ain't tell me that yet. I was like, okay. So then I came back and, like she said, because there was a customer that, like, threw money on me, everything. And I was like, may I ask why I didn't get the job? Like, what I could work on? Because the customers was saying that I did really good. And he said, that doesn't matter. That's why I said, I feel like that was God, seriously, like, for the reason why I didn't get the job. But, and I knew I had no business going there in the first place. But he was like, that doesn't matter if the customers, like you or whatever like that. I'm not gonna, don't get me wrong, you are very beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. But you need to work more, and you need to, practice, and then come back in 60 days. I said, okay. Mind you, I'm not coming back in 60 days. Like, what? So then the customer stuff, they was like, man, that's weird. Like, I think you did a great job compared to all the Cubans. Like, there's Cubans there and stuff, and they wasn't doing crap. Like, I was doing my stuff. I don't know no pole moves and stuff, but I was doing my stuff compared to them. So that's why the girl was telling me, like, they literally grab the pole, twirl it, walk around it, and then shake. Walk around it, shake, and then up until the song go off. And she was not lying. She was like, you gonna be mad once you see these girls that got hired. Anyways, long story short, I ended up putting my clothes on. I'm like, I feel like this man's gonna kick me out. She's like, you gonna stay? I said, okay, I guess I'll stay a little bit. I said, I feel like he gonna kick me out. I just said that to myself. And he came up to me and was like, unfortunately, because you did not get the job, you cannot sit here. You're gonna be considered as a customer. So if you want to stay here, you gotta pay. I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of irritated. I just said, okay. So the customer that had threw money on me, he paid for me to stay. Or whatever, like that. So I could watch how, like, the girls, because the girl was saying, like, the girls can't dance. So I just wanted to see. And she was not lying. Or whatever, like that. And she was telling me how they don't really hire black women and stuff. Like, they only like the Cubans and white people or whatever, like that. So, and it was only like a scoop of black people. Anyways, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So as I'm about to leave, her boyfriend pop up, and I said, oh, your girlfriend not feeling good. She drank a little bit too much, but yeah, she in the back. And he's like, can you please go get her? I said, okay. Mind you, I had already left out the doors. I came back in the doors to the back in the dressing room because I had already grabbed my stuff. The man came. I told her, like, hey, your boyfriend's up front. And the manager, he came back there and he was like, you finna get in trouble. Like, you about to get into trouble. Like, you cannot be back here and you're not a dancer. And so the other girl was like, well, she just left one of her bags and stuff. And he was like hush to her, like, tell her be quiet. And then he told me, he like pulled me aside when she walked away and told me, like, you need to be, and it's weird because I told her, I said, before he even came back there, I said, that man looked familiar. He looked like the guy that DJ'd when I first attempted when I was younger. And she said, yeah, I don't know, but he said he had been DJing for like 30 years, so like that. And I said, oh, okay. So then she asked him, and he said, yeah, that was him. So I was like, oh yeah, he just a butt in general. That's just how he is. Or whatever. So he ended up telling me, you need to she's gonna ruin your chances of ever getting hired here. You need to be careful who you hang around with, because that's bad company and stuff like that. And you're literally gonna ruin your chances to ever be able to work here if you continue to hang out with her. So that's just a tip of advice. I'm just like, I don't even know this girl for real. Like, what? So basically, I didn't get a job because of her. Like, what did you telling me? But then he told her it was my stage presence. So I'm just like, you know what? This all worked out for the good, because I wasn't supposed to get my butt up here anyways. And I just been stressed since then. I'm just like contemplating if I should go to the one that I know I can get hired at. But at the same time, this don't honor God. I don't want to go. You get me? But at the same time, I need my car. Like, I need my car. So, like, that's what I'm, like, really sad and depressed about. Because it's just like, am I going to, like, dishonor God by sinning? Or am I going to wait patiently? And I don't know, because sometimes my skin be itching. Like, I'll be like, Lord, I'll fight it as hard as I can, but then I might give in. So, like, I'm just really disappointed in myself. And I'm just really stressed out. I ain't gonna lie. My phone about to die. Hold on, y'all. I gotta read the comments. What is going on? How can I help? I don't have much, but I'm willing to try and do what I can. I'm trying to get back in my car. My car is, like, down on me. Like, and it's gonna be more, like, I took it to the car shop. Y'all, was that 2 days ago? 3 days ago? One of those days. And, thinking that it was gonna be a certain amount. And then I found out it was just all kind of stuff going on with my car. He said I need a whole new engine. My suspension ain't even in my car. Show me how my wheel was like pushed out, like it could have flew off. My car will not charge at all. He said it's because of my engine. What else? My serpentine belt broke. So it's just like so much stuff that he quoted me $3,400. I don't have $3,400, and he really said that he don't think that I should work on the car. I should get a new car. But at the same time, like how am I gonna do that if I'm not working? My car was work. Like I was working hard. I had more than one job, but they're all using my car, and I've been applying and ain't got no luck. So like at this point, I'm like really stressed. Thank you for the heart me that you did. Hold on, y'all. My phone on 2%. I'm about to hide this real quick. Hold on. That sounds wrong. Make them read the meter. No, I was up there at the shop. You were convicted. I know. I know. Car not charging sounds like the alternator. No. No. Because they looked in it. I saw them. They popped up the hood and all that. I was on live when it happened. Hold on, y'all. I got around. My phone on 2%. I ain't trying to show y'all my place. The outside. So I ain't getting no stalkers. Ooh, I'm on 1%. This is not... Low power mode do not work for real. Like what?
Your morning coffee. Now I have a delicious coffee that actually does something. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel cool. Over 100 million coffees already made.
You said
Feel good.
you have never
Save
hold on.
up to 58% plus 3 free gifts and free shipping with your first order. Don't miss this exclusive TV offer. Live 7.
You said that you have never heard of the engine to stop a car from charging because the serpentine belt is also broken.
Oh, good. Our AI gives me notes and insights, even on meetings I can't attend. Dang it. Dang it.
Y'all, I don't know, because even with me... Y'all, I don't know, because even with me... Keep calling me back to. Like, what? But anyways, like, cars are foreign to me.